Excellency Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European...
Amid fresh Russian drone and missile attacks on Kyiv, top EU leaders gathered in Rome for the Ukraine Recovery Conference. Hosted by Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, the event underscored Europe's resolve to keep backing Ukraine, militarily, financially, and politically.
Over 800 billion euros can be mobilized, so there is sufficient finance. But we also need to organize to ensure that the needs of the member states and Ukraine can be matched. Ukraine has cutting-edge weapon systems, and Ukraine can deliver really fast and at low cost. This is precisely what we need in the European Union.
European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen pledged over $800 billion under the EU's Defence Readiness 2030 plan. The funding will ramp up military capabilities and allow EU countries to procure weapons directly from Ukraine's defence industry.
We know what Russia has destroyed, and we know what it will take to rebuild Ukraine, Ukrainian people, our lives. A systematic approach is needed, a coalition with clear leadership, countries and companies that can lead and bring others with them. And we also need a clear recovery plan. Think of the role the Marshall Plan played in rebuilding and transforming Europe.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky used the conference to call for a global coalition for recovery, echoing the Marshall Plan. He urged partners to seize the moment and use frozen Russian assets to rebuild his war-shattered country.
Together, we have made commitments with today's conference for over 10 billion euros. But to rebuild a nation martyred by war, money, engineers, architects, and workers are not enough.
Meloni announced that over 500 Italian firms, ranging from Leonardo to Enel and Ferroviae, are ready to invest in Ukraine. She pledged that Italy would play a leading role in the country's economic rebirth, comparing Ukraine's future to Italy's post-recovery. The EU unveiled a flagship equity fund, co-founded by Italy, Germany, France, Poland, and the European Investment Bank, to finance the rebuilding of Ukraine's infrastructure, defense, and dual-use industries. Von der Leyen confirmed that Ukraine is ready to begin the first phase of EU accession talks. Zelensky said, Ukraine's progress on reforms is proof it belongs in Europe, and demanded that political support be matched with concrete action.